Hello and welcome to the video. Before we get started, if you'd like to provide input on future content and get our weekly newsletter, click on our survey. The link will be below. We also have a report on Ethereum 2, along with a bonus report on why you should learn Solidity now. Again, the link will be below. Now on to the video, and thank you. Okay, so today I'd like to talk about what we're going to be, the project I really want to look into, finishing out the year and going into next year. And we're going to be, I guess, doing a wider variety of things. I'm going to be talking about that later on, before the new year. But at any rate, I think I'd really like to get back to Metaplex and Solana. What I'm doing right now is trying to get everything back up and running on there. We did have a dev or a local version. Now there are two things. They have, of course, the standard store, which we went through. One thing we didn't go through is the candy machine. And they went through, they have a new version of it, Candy Machine version 2. So more unpredictable mint index, a whitelist, captcha settings to make sure, to avoid the issues of bots going to the candy machine, larger collection, and hide and reveal drops. So this is very interesting. And it's one thing I want to do is see if we can get a candy machine up. Now they do recommend, if you go here, they talk about tooling and everything you need to do, and setting up a wallet for the DevNet, funding it, and then how you configure Candy Machine 2. So we're going to have to look at this. They have a whole configuration file. So it's specified now in a single JSON file. And the price, the number of items, do you have what kind of gatekeeper, the sole wallet to receive it, the token account, SPL token account, go live date, end setting, whitelist mint setting, hidden settings. So whitelist mint setting is a whitelist tokens burn, never burn, mint, the mint address of the whitelist token, indicates whether whitelist token holders can mint before go live date, price for whitelist token. Hidden settings, storage, upload to Airweave and payment to main Sol, and this only works in the mainnet. Again, Airweave bundle, uploads to Airweave, upload to IFPS, so you have a couple of choices. Now we did look at Airweave, and let's see. So we may, in order to get this to work, it looks like we're going to have to do something with this. This could be a little bit, because if I'm trying to see the best way to do it for a local or a test account, a test network, which is what they recommend. And here's your minimal candy machine setting, your captcha, and this goes through all the settings here, which again, they're not all required, preparing your assets. So again, remember you had to have your PNG, your images, and your JSON, and we saw that before. And then it's created using this simple TS node command. And then you can verify the upload and mint tokens, mint one token. So basically TS node is calling, this is our TS script for Candy Machine v2 CLI, and then you're minting one token, you're saying on the DevNet, here's your Solana DevNet wallet, your config, and your example. My guess is your example is the actual thing that you're minting. And you can set up a front end experience. And what's nice about that, of course, is you, as developers, we can change that to look how we want it to look and so on. If you remember, this is a lot of JSON and it's not JSON, JavaScript and things of that nature, front end type technologies. So this is another thing that we can look at, updating. So again, you config file, and this is how you would update it. Again, these are things you have to be very careful about. But so this stored in a Candy Machine, and I think getting it at least on the test net, because once we have it on a test net, then it's very easy to get it on the DevNet. On the DevNet, then it's very easy to get it from there. Then we could put it on the mainnet and actually sell some NFTs, possibly. I think that would be pretty cool to be able to sell some NFTs. And I have been getting my brain back into cinema and so on. So that's one thing I want to do this coming year, is see what we can do with that. I have to laugh about this whole thing because I did take I think I mentioned this before, I took a fairly intense class on Cinema 4D given by School Motion, which they do a great job. Very organized. The instruction was excellent. It's not live instruction per se. It's videos. The main instructor had a series of videos that he had made. They supplement that with audio podcasts and assignments that you do get an actual VFX, 3D artist, cinema artist to evaluate your work. And I guess it would be, if an appropriate artist for the different classes, they call them TAs, and every student is assigned to a TA who will evaluate their work and give them feedback and so forth. And that's very important because it keeps you on the ball. It also shows, that you actually can do it with that which they're teaching you. Funny thing was, there were people in the class who, real artists. People who were doing 3D art before, and you can tell their stuff was amazing. So if you want to learn that stuff, I was very happy with School of Motion, with their class. They're not cheap, but I think for what you get, it's a good value. One thing, you do want that feedback. You can watch videos and they're helpful. But if you can't get questions answered or get someone to look at what you've done and say, yeah, yay or nay, then, you're not going to progress as well. But anyway, so this is what I think I want to put my focus on. And of course, this does run on the Solana network, which is, I consider, one of the most important blockchains right now, right after Bitcoin and Ethereum, because of everything they're doing. I read something of a financial chain that's going to go as a layer 2 chain on Solana. So anyway, hopefully this has been interesting, and I will speak to you next time. Take care.